Welcome back to the 21 Boom Guided Meditation. This is Coach Zach Feeney, and I will be your guide for the evening. What is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? So this week, this video here will conclude I guess another chapter or another section of these meditations here. And it goes forward into the rest of our lives here. I'm still going to do these on a week-to-week basis, just kind of closing this section off and kind of moving on to another, kind of starting anew once again. By reflecting on the benefits you have gained from practicing mindfulness, you sow the seeds of good intention that will support your practice in the future. So looking forward, at this point, there are two vital questions to consider. Why might I wish to continue with some form of mindfulness practice? And what form might that practice take? Giving yourself a positive reason to sustain mindfulness practice linked to something about which you care deeply can be enormously empowering. You may find this exercise to be helpful. Settle down into a comfortable, relaxed sitting position. Take a few mindful moments and breaths to gather your mind. And if you feel comfortable, allow your eyes to close. Allow the following question to drop gently into your mind and heart and to be held there softly in awareness. What is most important to me in my life? What do I most value that the practice might help with? Allow the question to drop into your mind as a smooth round pebble might fall down a deep well or slowly deeper and deeper through the cold, clear waters of a lake. As the pebble falls, continue to hold the question in awareness. An answer may arise in your mind or it may not. As the pebble reaches the bottom, allow it to rest there for a while, open to any further responses that enter awareness. There's no need to think about the question or to try to puzzle out the answer or to look for a quick response. Instead, see if it's possible to let awareness respond in its own way, in its own time. See if it's possible to let awareness respond and allowing the depths of your being to process the question at a level beyond the usual thinking mind. It's quite possible that when you first contemplate the question, no answer will arise, or the answer that arises will feel not quite right in some way. Remember that this is something you can always return to later. When you are ready, take a slightly deeper breath and gently open your eyes. If you discovered a reason to practice mindfulness that connects with something about which you care deeply, note it so that it is there whenever you need it to remind, re inspire, and reconnect you with your heartfelt reason to practice. Clear intention is what carries us through so that we practice whether we feel like it or not by forcing ourselves, but by reminding us of what we truly value. In truth, we all already have within us a deeply rooted motivation that can sustain our practice and support us to act when painful emotions arise. It is the simple, precious birthright we all share to care about people, including ourselves. Of course, if you have been depressed in the past or you are depressed now, it can be very hard to recognize or honor the intention to care for yourself. Every time we are truly mindful, we nourish the precious intention to care for ourselves and for other people. The what's of continuing your practice daily, and here are some different ways to deepen your mindful way of living day by day. Some daily formal mindfulness practice, some everyday informal mindfulness practice, and plus 3-minute breathing spaces responsive. Some tips that other people found helpful in sustaining a daily formal mindfulness practice is doing some practice, no matter how brief, every day. Intentionally respecting meditation teachers recommend that students sit down and to meditate every day, even if it's only for 10 seconds. If at all possible, do the practice at the same time in the same place each day. View practice like caring for a plant. See practice as a way to nourish yourself rather than another thing on your to-do list. Explore ways to inspire and re-inspire yourself to practice. Explore ways to practice with other people. Remember, you can always begin again. In itself, mindfulness is not difficult. The challenge in everyday life is remembering to be mindful. When you first wake up in the morning, before you get out of bed, bring your attention to your breathing. Observe 5 mindful breaths and notice changes in your posture. Be aware of how your body and mind feel when you move from lying down to sitting, to standing, to walking. Notice each time you make a transition from one posture to the next. Whenever you hear a phone ring, a bird sing, a train pass by, laughter, a car horn, the wind, the sound of a door closing, use any sound as the bell of mindfulness. Really listen and be present and awake. Throughout the day, take a few moments to bring your attention to your breathing and observe 5 mindful breaths. Whenever you eat or drink something, take a minute and breathe. Look at your food and realize that the food was connected to something that nourished its growth. Can you see the sunlight, the rain, the earth, the farmer, the trucker in your food? Pay attention as you eat, consciously consuming this food for your physical health. Bring awareness to seeing your food, smelling your food, tasting your food, chewing your food, and swallowing your food. Notice your body while you walk or stand. Take a moment to notice your posture. Pay attention to the contact of your feet with the ground under them. Feel the air on your face, arms, and legs as you walk. Are you rushing? Bring awareness to listening and talking. Can you listen without agreeing or disagreeing, liking or disliking, or planning what you will say when it is your turn? When talking, can you just say what you need to say without overstating or understating? Can you notice how your mind and body feel? Whenever you wait in a line, use this time to notice standing and breathing. Feel the contact of your feet with the floor and how your body feels. Bring attention to the rise and fall of your abdomen. Are you feeling impatient? Be aware of any points of tightness in your body throughout the day. See if you can breathe into them, and as you exhale, let go of excess tension. Is tension stored anywhere in your body? For example, your neck, your shoulders, stomach, jaw, or lower back. If possible, stretch or do some yoga once a day. Focus attention on your daily activities, such as brushing your teeth, washing up, brushing your hair, putting on your shoes, doing your job. Bring mindfulness to each activity. Before you go to sleep at night, take a few minutes and bring your attention to your breathing and observe 5 mindful breaths. The breathing space is the single most important practice in this whole program. It's your way to switch into being mode when you most need to do so. And the steps to responsive breathing space. Very consciously adopt an erect and dignified posture. Recognize and acknowledge your current experience, your thoughts, feelings, and body sensations. Gather your attentiveness on the movements of the breath. Expand awareness to the body as a whole, then to all present experience. Enter the hall of doors and make a choice. Re-entry. Mentally re-enter the original situation with a new mode of mind in place. Your body. Bring open, friendly awareness to your body sensations linked to the difficulty. Your thoughts. Consciously approach any negative thinking patterns as mental events. In your action, take care of yourself with pleasure, mastery, or mindful action. So as we close, we have come to the end of this part of our journey. The practice of mindfulness offers, if we choose to take it, a continuing path forward, a path of discovery that can reveal entirely new ways of being in the world, ways that until now have remained, for many of us, largely unexplored and unexperienced. We may discover that it is possible, strange as it may seem, to befriend ourselves so we are, right now, rather than striving to be someone else or somewhere else. We may see that once the harsh inner critic has been acknowledged, its incessant shout is not the only voice there is, that there is also a quieter, wiser, and more discerning voice that sees more clearly and more kindly what is to be done, even in the most difficult of situations. Meditation is not about just distancing ourselves from life and from our emotions. It is about truly participating so that we are able to live authentically, to feel deeply, and to act compassionately. We can all so easily become strangers to ourselves. Mindfulness offers a way home. So I wish you well as you continue your own unique journey of discovery day by day and moment by moment. To wrap this all up, this is a passage by Derek Walcott. It's Love After Love. The time will come when, with elation, you will greet yourself arriving at your own door, in your own mirror, and each will smile at the other's welcome and say, sit here, eat. You will love again the stranger who was yourself. Give wine, give bread, give back your heart to itself, to the stranger who has loved you all your life, whom you ignored, for another who knows you by heart. Take down the love letters from the bookshelf, the photographs, the desperate notes. Peel your own image from the mirror. Sit, feast on your life.